Oh, good grief.
Get down.
This is Jonnie and the Cat Podcast with Jonathan Salmon and the asshole that is known as.
This is Joseph Catalan the cat. We got
Yes.
Siobhan Salmon.
And we also here with special guest star Matthew Kern.
yeah.
Don't worry, he's just a little shy. He warms up eventually. We're going to talk about this Aziz Ansari situation. Siobhan, drop some knowledge. Let us know
I'm
what's
going to
on.
drop some knowledge. Well, apparently a young woman released her account of her first date with Aziz Ansari. And I guess it unfolds where she felt uncomfortable. She had met up with him. I guess they met from an app. Met up with him. And they had started to hook up. So basically they gave each other fellatio.
Oh my God.
Oh my
They
God.
fellatio
They
each
blew
other.
each other. So, and, but she
my
felt
gosh.
uncomfortable, but never left. So all the controversy with this is that, she spoke out about it as part of the Me Too movement. And, the reporter, what's her name? Ashley Banfield. She kind of called her out on air, for saying that she just had a bad date. And, what she did was detrimental to the movement, So that's the story.
Okay, so basically, what's the point of the story
really,
then?
So really, the reason that this is so kind of controversial is because when she starts up, when this girl that went on the date with Aziz, she had gone to this kind of fringe news site, babe.com or .net something, right? So she went to this online magazine called Babe, and she recounted her date with Aziz, and a number of things came up, when she first went on. It's they had met prior, right? They had met prior at a event, some kind of award event, and Aziz had a camera that she had, a vintage camera, and she had the same kind of camera, so that's where they kind of started touching base. So from there, they traded numbers, and then eventually, they went on this date. The first thing I noticed, though, when I was reading the article, she goes, "Yeah, I got to the restaurant and." He had ordered white wine, but I wanted red, and that was the first thing that I noticed in the article. I was like,
which wasn't. How is it relevant?
I was like, wait a second, why? I'm not sure why that mattered. It automatically she was trying to set up this base that okay, my decisions were being controlled for me. From the onset, but really I look at it and I go, oh, he likes white wine, so he just had white wine there. And she was like, he didn't even ask me what kind of wine I wanted. Pretty much
Wow.
that's what it kind of played off to. From there, they quickly wrap up dinner or whatever, and then Aziz invites her to his place, and this is where it gets funny for me now, because he invites her to his place the first time they're going out on a date and everything like that. She just was like, all right, cool, let's go.
Yeah, and at that point, if you feel uncomfortable, you need to say oh, I don't think we're there yet.
I don't think that, and the whole thing is, this is the hard part, is that I'm not sure, you can not be uncomfortable. You can be comfortable with a person and still be like, I just met you today. Why am I going to your place immediately?
Right.
Damn.
You know what I
If
mean?
she was uncomfortable.
You know what? I done that in the first date too.
No, but we're not saying that there's anything wrong with any shenanigans on the
if,
first date.
I'm trying to make my move.
We're just saying. Listen, you're gonna shoot your shot, but the person instead say he shot his shot. She could have been like, nah, you know what? I'm lovely date. I'm gonna go home. We're gonna end the night here. But she might have felt that she wasn't comfortable enough to do that to say
no.
No.
Which is what
part of
the main question of the whole thing is.
So what's she trying to say? She trying to say that she got forced to give fellatio to this
She
dude?
says she was never forced. I think in the article I read that there was never a forcing
So
effort.
So
was
what's the
just that
point of her fucking making the big buzz about all this shit for?
I mean, look, because you know
Well,
what?
that's what Ashley Banfield was.
That's
trying to
what
say.
they're questioning right now, because right now it's like, okay, she came out like, all right, when they got back to the apartment, like Aziz, like he was like, okay, she saw his counter, she made comment about his counter on it in his kitchen, I guess, and it was like probably well made or something like that, and he was like, yo, why don't you just hop up on there? So she hopped up on there. He starts making out with her. He takes off her clothes. He takes off his clothes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I would do. Hell yeah.
And that's the whole thing. This is so this is what it is. This is the commentary of the whole situation. It's like people are now trying to make it more of it's a discussion of what should be expected when you do these kind of, like, when, like, a woman shouldn't be expected to just have sex with a guy just because he invites her to his house and she agrees.
Okay. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the question is.
But you know what? I'm gonna say something right. I'm gonna say something right there. I mean, okay, as a man, I've been in many situations like that, and to tell you the truth, when I invite a woman into my house, right, and she should know what the fuck is going on.
I mean, no, look,
but not necessarily.
Not necessarily,
yes,
and that is the.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
That could be your intent, but unless you make it clear to her, like, you could want to actually Netflix and chill, but without you sticking your penis in her vagina.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But do that and watch a show and cuddle, make out a little bit.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you invite a woman into your house, when you're single, right? You invite a woman to your house.
You went on a date.
When you went on a date. Yeah. She already knows. She's supposed to know. She's smart. She's a grown woman.
Is she?
She's a grown woman.
That's the question, is what everyone's saying.
You know, she's a grown woman. She's supposed to know what the hell is going to happen.
She's supposed to.
Exactly. Even, wait, as a guy, you have to be responsible. If she's not in your apartment and you're making out with her and she said, I don't want to do anything, you're the one who's supposed to be responsible. Say, all right, you know what? Okay, this is fine.
Let's stop.
And
essentially, okay. The thing is,
but here's the thing. But a woman, when a guy, I mean, come on, let's not play fools over here. A man is not going to invite you to your apartment just to watch Netflix and just chill on the couch.
But some people are naive. Some people believe
that's the question. It's the cultural expectation.
Exactly. Everyone's questioning, like, in the culture, is that, yo, why are we in this kind of frame of mind that automatically, as soon as you invite someone over, sex must be on the table?
Right.
Like, why? Not literally on the table, but
so you have
why is that? You know, yeah.
You have to ask yourself the question: are we going to put Aziz on the same pillar, on the same balance beam as all these other assholes who are also sexual misconduct, who are also the allegations of sexual misconduct?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, because I mean, there has to be a standard for both, for men and women, because let's face it, there's a lot of dirtbags out there.
Yeah.
All right. There's a lot of dirtbags.
Oh yeah.
But there's a lot of dirtbag girls out there too.
The only
that girls would be like, he sexually molested me. He sexually did that. Meanwhile, she was with it.
Yeah, because there's certain girls who will be upset if a guy treats them a certain way and then knows that the sex was consensual, feels pissed off and betrayed by it, and will make a false report about it, and that sets us all back. Any girl who's actually been assaulted, harassed, it sets us back. So. You know,
and I'll even compare it to, there are times, okay, right, when we talk about racism and everything like that, there are certain times where people will like scream racism, and I'll be like, this is not the one to take a stand on, because really you just got disrespected in a way. If you just now complain about every small thing, then people will literally just start to block it out and feel like this is white noise now. Like, oh, you're complaining again about something? So when something real happens, they'll just completely brush it to the side.
They'll be crying wolf.
It's like you're crying wolf.
That's the question, though, is whether or not we should branch everything together and because you make the smallest thing like a crime, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay,
then
so-
all crimes become relevant.
So it's
You
another
understand what I'm
topic
saying?
too.
Yeah.
In order to enforce the big ones, you got to enforce the small
The
ones.
small ones.
Right.
Yes.
So with Aziz, it's like, all right, this happened. Do we enforce this because even though we don't know all the facts, honestly.
No,
I mean, look, she was very candid about a lot of things, and like she even talked about like, all right, he would put his which
Fingers
was kind
in
of
her
super
mouth.
weird.
Yeah.
Like the way she described it, like he would put his fingers in my mouth and like like do this like in and out action into her mouth with his finger, like claw shit. And she's like called it the claw or some shit, right?
yeah, but I mean,
And,
why
and,
why
yo,
should-
'cause look, I mean, she was saying that like he did all these kind of things. For me, you know what the thing is too? I was discussing this. It's when she was talking about the art, like when everything she was saying, it spoke of a guy that almost was like not really in tune with like just normal sexual acts. Like he's been watching so much porn that he goes, yeah, put your fingers into their mouth. They like that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Like, well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
porn has been programming the masses for some time now.
There is really
Facts.
a porn. Yes, there is a porn problem. It really is. 'Cause
It's an epidemic.
it's an epidemic because people watch porn and they just think that's how you're supposed to conduct yourself. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, I saw it on a porno. Yo, bro, I put my finger in her eye, just like in the porn. Like what? Like what? Like chill out.
Stepped on her head.
Yo, son, I poked her in 2 eyes while I was beating her up, son.
I fucked her ear with my finger. Dude, you just gave her a wet willy, man. I know.
She was like, I filleted
was-
his finger.
Oh my god, yeah. It sounds like we make a light of it, but it's just like, to be honest, it's like, okay, she's describing all these things. He's putting the fingers in the mouth. He's kissing her. They're up and down, up around the apartment, all of the kind of things. Like he's trying to, but during the whole time,
Yo,
she's
he's
feeling
just trying,
uncomfortable.
man.
She's feeling uncomfortable. She's feeling.
So why should he
uncomfortable,
fucking leave?
What's the safe
What?
word?
Why didn't she leave? Yo, this is the thing. This is the problem. This is the problem in the culture is that certain people feel like women, they feel like when they're in a situation with a grown man, they just feel like, okay, if I say no or if I do this, he's gonna be violent or he's gonna be
It's
this.
true.
Like it's something that
That's
has to be in the back of
Oh,
mind
yeah.
of women anyway. Because
That's how he look like he's gonna be violent or even beat up a girl.
Look,
I
he's-
mean, he
yeah,
looks
he's
like a
5'6",
You don't know him
wimpy ass
personally.
kid.
He looks 130 pounds soaking
Yeah,
wet,
135
but
pounds.
Yeah,
That
but he doesn't mean
5'6".
he doesn't mean he
matter.
can't. He doesn't have a strong right hook. And he can't
exactly,
hit her.
maybe he knows how to kick and punch.
Right.
Real
No,
good.
true, but what about the girl? She
Well,
should be, have some training too.
But
You never know. You never know. But she could. She could.
that has nothing to do with it though.
It's some people.
I
it's
mean,
just
okay.
like-
No, how about this? How about the girl should have tried to be like, I don't want to do this,
All
right?
so this is what happened.
and
in the
then
rest
what?
of the,
No, yes, exactly.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened.
he's gonna eliminate. Yeah.
Like so, basically, he kept trying to have sex with her. He kept trying to pretty much lead the situation towards sex. She kept like kind of squirming away and moving away, and she didn't say no up to that point. There was even a point where she's like, all right, hey, I'm going to go into the bathroom and just wash her face. She washed her face. She comes back out. She explains to him like, look, I don't really want to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to feel like I don't want to do something I don't want to do right now. And I wouldn't want to hate you. Like, I'd rather not hate you. Right. Like she said that to him, I don't want to hate you. And I will hate you if you kind of like force me into something. And he's like, oh, okay, no problem, blah, blah, blah. They're still naked and everything by this when all this happened, right? He goes, all right, come with me to the couch. They sit down on the couch. She was expecting him to like rub her hair, give her a massage to calm her down. She literally said that in the article, right? And eventually
Come on,
he
you're
said,
naked and you're right next to me
That-
on the couch. I'm a man.
It-
What do you expect me to fucking do?
so right after that,
you know,
he was
like,
like,
what the fuck?
he was like,
Control yourself.
yo,
Man, we cannot
what
control
that's
ourselves.
what we're trying to
having
say
a-
now.
that's the argument.
We need
Does-
to tell our women to not put themselves also in
in these
in
situations.
these situations. And I'm gonna be very 100% real about
People
it.
will
If you
curse me
feel
for saying
uncus-
that.
Oh, people are cursing at who?
No, they're cursing me for being like, why didn't she realize that's like a bad situation?
Yeah,
for
No,
me? Like,
no, but you need to. It's like fight or flight. You have to listen to your inner instinct. I don't give a shit. That guy is not your dad when you're 5 years old telling you can or can't do something. You have to be able to think for yourself. I'm not saying that it's okay for her to feel like she's, taken advantage of. I'm not going to, make any opinions about what went
but
down.
her decisions were very bad, though.
She has to, at a point, you are responsible for yourself. You're not responsible necessarily for somebody else's actions. So you got to know if you're entering into some situation and you feel like everyone has that gut feeling like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be in this situation. You have to vocalize it. If you can't vocalize it, something came up. I have to. If you want to spare the person's feelings, or you don't want it to be an awkward situation, I have to get out of the situation. Let me figure out a way to do it.
No means no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it shouldn't be anything else.
Consent is required.
So he invited her to do fellatio on him. He had already went down on her earlier in the night, all this other kind of thing, and so then she did it, right? So she went down on him. And then after she did that, she was like, all right, let's just stop. I'm not try to have sex with her again. And she's like, no, I'm done. I'm not going to have sex with you. No.
Oh, so after they sat on the couch, they went and had more. After
they sat on the couch, he initiated, she went down on him there. She stopped eventually. And then she's like, I'm not going to do this. We're not going to have sex tonight. And he said, you know what? Let's put on our clothes and just chill now.
Right.
So then they put on their clothes, fully clothed, everything like that. Then she started saying all you guys are the same. And, she was just feeling bad pretty much at that point. And that's when she was like, all right, I'm going to get ready to leave. He's like, yo, let me call you, a cab or Uber or something so you can go home. He called it for her. She went in there. And on the ride back, she started crying and shit. So she felt bad. Now, ultimately,
Hesse was a fucking gentleman.
In a way, I mean, look.
Yeah, he was. It was fucking good.
I feel like he was aggressive in terms of how he was trying to initiate the sex.
Oh, come on. You have a naked girl on the couch right next to you.
Listen, but you have to feel a situation. You got to feel a situation out.
No, come on.
I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely not, Joe.
No, hold on. If the girl got naked, it
doesn't fucking matter. She could be
on her own will.
Took her clothes off.
But she allowed it to happen.
Yes,
she let it happen.
We understand that.
How many times have you been on a date with a girl? Or you're gonna probably initiate something with a girl, and her body language just seems off. You're not supposed to read her mind now.
No, but if she let it take,
to be
what are you supposed to expect?
She seems not comfortable right now.
But how do you supposed to expect if you try to get a girl naked and she let it happen? She let her clothes off.
That she could feel pressured into that situation. That's what we're talking about right now.
No, she could easily go.
Sometimes some people don't know how to say no. Some people don't even need to learn how to say no as an exercise.
Complacency is fear. Basically, if they're complacent, they could be scared out of their mind because basically the opposite is danger. So basically, them following the rules and them be just going along with it. Could be them this is either I do
so, but this is the thing.
Right.
So we have to teach our kids and our future and our women how to say no because.
Absolutely.
Because in that, as a man, we cannot guess a woman's mind.
Yeah, but
it's not just that, though. It's not just that. We also have to teach men how to take no.
Thank you.
How to be like, you know what? This is not a good situation.
Right.
It's not even something is off. He wasn't reading the situation that look, I'm sticking my fingers down her throat. She's cringing and pulling back.
We don't know what the fuck.
And not to be let me chill. Let me chill out.
Because
it's just full steam ahead. That's a lot of dudes. They get into that situation. Look, we all, you just damn, I want to have sex so bad. Full steam ahead. Nothing stopping me till she says no. Even if she looked like she's disgusted with what I'm doing, nothing stopping me till she said I'm gonna keep going until she said no. That's the only way I stop. It can't be like that. You gotta be look, yo, she looks uncomfortable. This is not right. There's something off. You know what? Let me stop. And a lot of dudes don't have that in their DNA. They just go. No. Okay, I stop. Now I stop. But during that time, fucked up shit is happening to the other party. That's what I'm trying to say. Things that happen to the girl on the other side, she's feeling a kind of way. She's reacting a kind of way. And because you're so horny and pent up, you're just going to be like, yo, she didn't say no, so I'm going to keep going. I don't care.
Right.
She must like it. Yeah, you can't read her mind, but I tell you right now, be responsible and look at the situation.
Yeah,
like,
but you know what?
Don't like this.
Right.
I mean, she shouldn't have gone and say yes to go to her apartment. First of all,
and that's where the other argument comes in.
Right.
Where they go,
well, that's the other thing. It's
blame her
just because she's invited back to the apartment doesn't mean that she's gonna have sex with them or that she.
Right.
Yeah, but she shouldn't let it go that far. She should know.
What do you mean by that far?
Okay, here's the thing. We are confusing. We're forgetting. Okay, we're forgetting that we're not talking about a teenager here.
I understand that.
We're not talking about a teenager here. We're not talking about a woman that didn't go through this before, or even it's her first time going back to an apartment with a guy.
It might be the first time that.
I mean, the only reason why I disagree is because she said all you guys are the same, which makes it like that. This has happened before.
Yeah,
and she's fed up.
Exactly. So here's the thing. So if she got invited and she got naked in front of this dude, that means she got it before. She's gone through it before, so she knows how to say no. She's not a teenager where a guy who is forcing her to do something and she doesn't know what to do. She's a grown woman. She knows what to do. You know what I'm saying?
She should, and that's
exactly. And that's the problem.
People don't necessarily.
That's the problem.
She could have. This could have been this occurrence could have been something that has happened on repeat since she started her sexual journey.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
it could have been something that has been on.
But here's the thing.
It's something she used to, and she may have conformed many times before.
Right.
And she's beating herself up over it now.
But now, come on.
That's just what it is. That's how people feel.
People calling for a change of the culture. Because I look to the point.
Okay, I understand the change of the culture, but I don't agree with this woman. I mean, she's a grown woman.
Yes.
She's not a teenager. If it was a teenager,
you don't agree with how she handled it or didn't handle it?
No, because she's supposed to know.
She didn't handle herself.
She's supposed to know.
But
she's
neither
supposed to
did
know.
Aziz. I feel like.
But we're not talking about teenagers here. If it was a couple of teenagers, I'll be like, you know what? Aziz should have known.
Are you not
this
supposed
woman
to
should?
be?
You know, she was. If they were teenagers, I would have been like, you know what? That was a fucked up situation by Aziz.
But shouldn't you be perceptive?
No, she's a woman.
You don't think that people should be perceptive at all?
That's what I'm trying to say. A dude should have a little bit of perception. He should be like, what is going on?
Being devil's advocate on this side, Aziz, this is the first time Aziz ever met her, as far as we know.
No, it's the second time.
Second time?
Yeah. Like they had met once and then they went on the date.
This is the first date he's ever gone on, all right?
Yeah.
So he's not familiar with her social cues. So because of such, her nonverbal cues of non-consent or what may have you, he's not aware of them because he doesn't know them that well.
And honestly, I think it's a rush. What's the rush? Sometimes so that's how I feel. I'm not saying you can't have a one night stand. I'm not judging anybody who does that, wants to do that. What's the rush? You can't just hang out, get to know somebody, and then maybe next week you try and stick your penis in there.
Well, maybe it's the chemistry.
Maybe it's the chemistry.
I understand that, but
I'll tell you right now, though.
Patience is
I'll tell you right now. If there was chemistry, though, right? You guys are saying the chemistry. If there was chemistry, it would have been so smooth. We wouldn't even hear about this situation. Like the fact that she was like, "Yo, he just started kissing me, trying like fuck me right away." Like that means that
that's how I do.
He wasn't vibing into what he wasn't even trying to figure out what she liked, and that's what she was.
Well, that's what dinner's for, right there. It's like, hey, what do you want? You want a relationship, or you want to go back to my apartment? And it's like if she either way in any sense, that's kind of like the cultural thing.
Consent.
Yeah, there's a cultural thing. It's like just because she's going back to his apartment and giving oral sex and both parties doesn't necessarily mean that they can't have a relationship after the fact. The fact that I'm sure what ended it was her blowing up. Now, given if she didn't blow up at the end of the meeting, so to speak, and just said, "Hey, I want to go home," and instead of blowing up, and then kept continuing communication with him, I'm sure we wouldn't be hearing about this at all.
I mean, maybe, but maybe it's just, see, this is the problem. People are thinking she's an opportunist, right? And she's being she's bringing him up.
I would think so too.
That's what I'm saying. She's bringing this up at a time that Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, these dudes who are fucking monsters,
those
right?
motherfuckers are
predators.
fucking monsters, actual
monsters. She's trying to lump him into that same thing. I feel like, I look at it like Aziz is not like he's a kid, right? And saying like make excuses, but I feel like he's a dude that just probably not in tune. He's just not in tune.
He used poor judgment.
He used shitty judgment. He's not in tune with what the girl he's dating likes, right? Obviously.
Yeah, but
she wouldn't have been.
I gotta disagree with that.
If he wasn't but
I gotta disagree with that because
he tried to do his style.
What would you have liked to have happen, Joe?
No, it's not like.
What would you have liked to have happened?
It's not like to.
I want to hear what he has to say. What would you have liked to have happened then?
Like, all right,
what do you expect?
Yeah,
exactly. What they expect? Yeah. I expect for the girl to be like, no.
She said no eventually, but
right.
But not. She let a lot. If it was a teenager, right? I would have been like, oh, that's fucked up. But she's a full-grown woman. She knows what the fuck she's doing. She's been in situations like that before. She knows what the hell is going on.
Right.
You know, she's not a teenager.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if a man asks her to her apartment, she knows what could happen. Not I'm saying that she knows what's going to happen, but she knows the possibilities of what's going to happen.
Yeah, but because she's an adult doesn't mean she's at maturity.
That
you know what I mean?
I agree with what he's saying in terms of,
I understand what he's saying too.
She should have the wherewithal,
the
to
mindset.
know.
Sure,
she's been there before.
She could this could happen.
Yes,
he could try and have sex with me.
Right.
Yes, I don't want to do it.
Exactly. Right. Should I go back?
Should
I
do it? Should I not? Yes, but one of my coworkers actually made an example, like saying, "Look, just because." Like, that's like a victim goes to a person's house, right? A person goes to someone's house and then they're murdered. Do we blame the person that was murdered for going to the house? Like, why'd you go to their house? You wouldn't have got murdered if you didn't go to their house.
Right.
We all can agree that the murderer is fucked up.
Is at fault.
Right? The murderer is fucked up. Right?
No, it is.
So what we're trying to explore with this situation is, it should Aziz also he's
no, but no, but it's not only
her too. Look,
it's
man,
not only
man,
about going to his apartment.
Let me finish.
It's what came after.
Let me finish.
What she did after.
Joe.
Let me finish, man. Come on. Mm-hmm. Damn, this must be gotten superheated.
Go ahead.
But I'm saying, look, should Aziz have used his better judgment? Should the girl have also used her better judgment? You know what I'm saying? And should people just automatically assume that sex is going to be going down? Now, this is my opinion. If I go on a date with a girl and she invites me over to her house,
it's going down, baby.
That's immediately what I'm thinking, right? And
hell yeah.
If we want to change this kind of mindset, this is the problem with changing the mindset completely. This is why I believe that you should just go, you know what? I understand what this could mean, and I don't want this to happen. I'm going to end the night here.
Right.
I think that should be a responsibility, because look,
I
get made fun of.
I have a point to that. Now, given I said not even that, I say ask the question up front. I say, hey, if she asked me to come back to her apartment, or backwards, let's say I ask a girl to my apartment not for the climax to basically be to have sex. Basically, and if she wants to feel uncomfortable, or she doesn't want to feel uncomfortable, but if she wants to, but she doesn't want to have sex, she has to ask that question of why. Why
are you inviting me back?
For
what?
What are the expectations this
evening? If you lay out your expectations,
it may take some of the mystery away and all that traditional.
But that's basically the society we're heading towards, where we have to be forward with our emotions and with our
and clear with our words.
and clear with our words.
Mhm.
Where if Aziz had told this girl, "Hey, I would like to bring you back to my apartment to have sex," none of this would have happened.
Right.
Right. However, and
maybe it still happens that she feels uncomfortable during.
Right.
During it. Right.
And
That's
if she
what-
says no.
Right. If she said,
Again.
and that's the other thing is that if she's sure, and then she goes back, and then she feel weirded out. As soon as she says no, and should feel comfortable in saying no, and not fearful of it, then Z should be like, okay, like no to me is a no questions asked. As soon as a girl says no, I'm like, okay.
No, I agree with you, but here's the thing: we live in a society where if you're having dinner with a girl and you say, "You want to go back to the apartment and have sex?" Oh my God, you're a pig.
No, but
You
it's
know,
better.
and
But
then-
at
and then-
least
and
we
then-
know.
You gotta
then-
feel it out though, man. You can't
Right.
just like
Yeah,
that's not like
like-
an opening line.
That's
Like
what I'm
exactly
saying.
like.
I'm telling
Like
you,
if
man.
you say something like that, it's like, oh my God, this guy is too straightforward for me. So women they'll be like, okay, just let it happen, feel about it, don't tell me about it.
Well, all this is
So
going to change
it's
the
like
dynamic
it
of
makes it
relationships.
complicated for
This
us.
is going to change. This is
Well,
going to change
that's
everything.
the other thing is that we can't generalize all women. Every woman is different than the other.
Exactly.
It's
Right?
true.
And
So
every man,
one
too.
woman likes the mystery and doesn't want to be told that this is what's going to
This is
happen.
what's going to go down,
Yeah.
right?
All right. She doesn't want to be like. There's a video a friend of mine sent me that where this guy is basically kissing all over this girl's body, and he points to the part of the body he's about to go kiss. Can I kiss you here? Yes. It's, her nape, and then continuing to do so. Now that can get ridiculous and redundant to a
Right.
point where the girl's
Yeah.
like basically just like shut.
It-
where
it
she's
takes
gonna be
the
like,
romance out of it,
Shut the
right.
fuck up and fuck me.
Right.
Right? There's gonna be that girl.
Yeah,
There's gonna be that girl who's like,
Definitely.
shut the fuck up and just stick your dick in my vagina.
Right.
yeah.
Alright. There's that girl, or there's a girl who doesn't want to. There's like the shy girl
Yeah,
who
like-
doesn't, who wants to be told like what's about to happen. No one
Right.
wants to feel scared or uncomfortable. So basically, in my opinion, the best way to do that is just be forward about it.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, but to my opinion, I don't think you should put Hasid as the same category as
Definitely not.
Absolutely
absolutely.
not.
Howard.
Definitely
you know,
not.
But
Weinstein and
that's my question: is that do you though, just because you want to like basically lack of a better term, criminalize the smallest thing to make
Yeah.
the biggest
thing.
impact of it.
I don't think you criminalize, because this situation is that it was a bad date. He has a shitty reader, and she also has a shitty sense of responsibility. Like she just didn't realize in her mind, like, oh, he's gonna probably try and have sex with me
Right.
if he's
Yeah.
invited back. So I feel like both parties are guilty. I feel like he needs to work on reading people. She needs to work on reading situations.
Right.
Yeah, but
And that's the only.
the only way you read people in this situation, I feel like Aziz would go back to the girl and be like, hey, what did I do wrong? And obviously that can't happen anymore.
No. it
No,
can't. No.
She
definitely not.
she sent him a text, and after that too, like she sent him the text the next day, like he was trying to see if she got home okay and all this.
Right.
You know, like so.
Yo, he was being
was
a gentleman
really,
about
He
it.
wasn't
he's
complete
really
fucking-
unaware.
yeah,
he
he wasn't
really
a
was
complete-
unaware, and that's what. But that is the scary thing. He was unaware. He doesn't realize that. Oh wait, she wasn't into me. We're not there. We didn't see anything go down. But I'm pretty certain that all of us dudes know when a girl is not into you.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Like you realize when a girl is like, you know what? She's just not feeling this. She's
Right.
not feeling me. She's not feeling the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to fucking back off.
Yeah, you gotta take no for an answer, and not even
You gotta take
no.
the
You can't
L,
even hear
baby.
no.
Take the L.
You gotta take right.
Yo,
Just
you don't even have
relax.
to look, you don't have to wait for a no.
No, you don't even have to wait for
No.
a no. You can see that the situation is not going where you want it to, maybe, and you can just sata and relax.
Yeah, and that's it.
But yeah, ultimately I feel like, you know, he shouldn't be obviously he's not as horrible as these other
I
people.
feel bad because it's during the. I think he skipped the SAG Awards and all that stuff because all this was
Yeah, when it
embarrassing.
came out, he was wearing the Me Too or
Yeah.
the time's up badge. So
Yeah,
why
but
she
over
came
that-
out
that-
with
on
it.
his-
But
what was it,
but
Golden
here's the
Globe?
here's the thing where we got to do the standards type of thing. We're like, what are our standard as a society right now? What's going on? I mean, do we judge a person over this and ruin their career and ruin their life over some stupid shit like this?
I think you
No,
can bounce back from
We
this.
don't
Yeah.
we don't ruin it, but we do force him to question, to look into himself and
not just him either.
potentially, yeah, exactly, not
hold
just him.
hold everyone
Question
accountable.
yourself.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
look,
but I mean, there's people that
Like,
done horrible shit out there.
Yeah, but
Yes.
that's because
doesn't
there's
fall
degrees.
into it.
There's degrees.
There's
though.
always degree. Exactly. Look, look, all of us, right? When you look at this situation, you know what it tells me? Me being how I am, when I go and I'm dating a girl, if I'm talking to a girl, if she's not feeling me, I'm looking to see if she's feeling me. I'm not just going to be like, oh, I can't wait to fuck her later.
right.
Like that's not my
Or
that's
both.
not my soul.
I don't
yes,
know.
I
Yeah,
would
I'm
want to
looking
have
for
sex with
both.
her later, right?
looking for
But
both.
I'm also gonna. No, I'm saying though, like I want to have. Obviously, gonna be like, yeah, I want to have sex with her. But you also looking to be like, is she vibing? Are we vibing? What's going on?
Or you can be
can't just-
straightforward. Hey, baby,
It
I
can't
know you
just-
don't like me, but you
That's-
still
that-
want to
that's
have
the
a
other
one
thing
night
is
stand.
that if you're not, that's the other end of the pendulum. That even if you're not vibing, like, do you still try to get it in? You know, it's like
I
all
don't.
right,
You know why? Because I
It's
feel
like-
like it's a wait. It's a problem waiting to happen. It's
Well,
just
it,
something.
It depends on the
something-
girl too.
Either I'm gonna
Right.
get.
It's
It
always,
depends on the girl too.
She ain't gonna be my girl. I tell you right now, she likes
Well,
me. And she
it-
acting like she don't
but
like
here's
me.
the thing,
Then I'm gonna
you
be
don't
like,
want-
well,
Yo, it depends.
bye.
later
Because
Bye,
you don't
Felicia.
seem like you too into this.
No, but if
I ain't
she
gonna be
doesn't
no-
like me and she's willing to just have a one night stand, why not?
She says she doesn't like you, but she wants a one night stand.
Why not?
She should be able to give off those vibes. If she can't give up those vibes, then why am I ain't gonna, for what? So I can go and get myself in a Aziz Ansari situation. She find out like, yo, you intimidated me. You look too strong and big. Like you look like you gonna just do something. So I just did it, but I really was uncomfortable the whole time. I'm not gonna put myself in that position. I'm gonna be like, look, she's into
Well,
me
nowadays
for real.
it's different.
She's smiling at me.
The game is changing.
She's she kissed me on the cheek or she do certain things. I'm like, okay, she's giving me signals to let me know that she is interested in me. If she's not giving me those signals, you better believe I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna just chill. I'm just chilling, and maybe I'll try and explore, but I'm not gonna explore like by shoving my hand down her throat to see if she likes me. You know, like it's gonna be subtle. It's gonna be subtle. It's gonna be asking questions. It's gonna be being playful and not in a way that's gonna make her feel uncomfortable. You just look, verbal. It's so easy to verbally find out.
Yeah,
And
but
and
people are
delve
not
into
straight.
someone's
You know
mind.
what it is? What's wrong with everything? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a very strong forward person. I am very strong forward.
Yes.
So, I mean, for me, I'm strong forward, so I say what the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying?
Which is
So-
good, so no one could be confused by that.
No, exactly. So, that situation where a girl is not straightforward with me, and I'm telling her, yo, we're going to do this tonight or not? And she tells me yes, or, she gives me signal like, I'm not saying no. How am I supposed to fucking guess?
She could want to follow around and not have sex too. She could want to take it almost to the brink of sex and then be like, no,
Nope.
I'm not doing the rest of it.
Yep, and
I
that's
just
her
wanted to-
choice
I
to do
just-
that too.
yeah.
I'll be like,
Right.
damn, girl,
Right.
you
Like,
you
that's
choosing to
the-
give me blue balls right now?
100%.
Damn.
You have to take that.
Yep.
Got to take the fucking
and,
now.
and be gentleman about it.
Yo.
Exactly.
Thank her.
Right.
You're like, you go.
Say
Yo.
thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for
my
this
blue.
blue
for the
balls
blue
right
balls.
now that I
Thank you.
have to go home.
Sorry, I have another.
Thank
Swolled
you.
up as crazy.
Thank you. Let's do it again tomorrow.
So
Yeah, I mean, yo, thank you for tonight. I'm going home to watch Pornhub and just
Right, and then beat off in the damn
release
shower.
the stress.
It's not her responsibility. Shit.
but yeah, I think this is a really this topic is always going to be real.
Yeah, I think we're gonna talk this for hours. So I guess we had
Yeah.
enough.
But
Everybody had their opinion, right?
yeah, I mean, look,
So
I think bottom line, closing arguments. Understand people, read the situation. Don't be a fucking idiot.
Be perceptive. At least try to be.
Or
Attempt to be.
try to be.
and I'll give advice to
Consent
girls.
is required.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
no
consent
obviously means no.
needs to be required
Not
for
a
guys
game.
and girls. Please, just have the courage to say no.
Yeah. Say
Okay,
no.
don't comply. Don't do whatever the guy is telling you to do.
Or curve
Say
a
no.
situation if you
Say
don't.
no.
If you feel like a situation is going somewhere and you know you're not going to be comfortable with it, curve it. Move out of that situation.
Exactly.
Leave that situation.
You know, it's simple. When a guy say, "You want to come to an apartment?" Nah, I gotta wake up tomorrow. I gotta
Boom.
wake up early
Even if
tomorrow.
you
That's
don't.
it,
Yeah.
done.
Even if you right.
Even
right.
if you don't, just
you know,
say it.
if you don't, just say.
Lie. Whatever you need to do to get yourself out of an uncomfortable situation and keep
so-
it moving.
But anyway, if you guys have comment about this video and about what we're talking about, you guys hit us up. Please like and share and watch our next topic, which is
What?
No one knows the
what's our next
topic.
what's our
I
topic?
thought you had the next topic.
Okay, now, watch our next topic and videos about sex, being single, and sex being in a relationship with the same person. Okay, so if you
Talking
guys
about
have anything to say
sex,
about that,
Talking
let us
about
know.
You and me.
oh
Talking
yeah.
All the bad things
that may be.
Talking about.
You know what's funny? The two cancers,
Sex.
right? The two cancers broke into song on the
Oh,
podcast.
God. But anyway, hit us up, listen up, and
Talking about
we'll be
you.
hearing from you right now. We'll be right back.
Talking about you and me. Pause.